Do you think you're a broke loser and don't know how to get on in life? You're tired of doing the same day in and day out without seeing a light at the end of the tunnel? Look again. Don't lose hope just yet. Maybe this is your light at the end of the tunnel? No? Why so pessimistic? I know why. I can relate. There are tons of gurus that say they can teach you how to get rich quick, and their quick is a month or two. Let me be honest. I've been obsessed with the world of finances for years now, and even I can't teach you this. But I can guide you on a path with fewer dark days and lasting wealth. How fast you want to reach your goals is up to you. Okay, if you're still here, that means you're serious about this, so let's do this together. And I don't know about you, but I learn better with stories, not just facts and stats. So let me tell you a quick story, and maybe you can even recognize yourself a little bit in it and apply the lessons to yourself. Meet Alex. He's been working at McDonald's for the past 2 years, earning the average hourly wage for fast food workers, which is around $12 to $15 per hour. Alex lives in a small apartment on the outskirts of town. He shares the space with a roommate to split the rent, which costs him $800 per month. Despite working long hours at McDonald's, Alex finds it hard to make ends meet. On top of his rent, Alex is drowning in debt. He owes $30,000 in student loans from a few semesters at community college. His credit card debt stands at $20,000, accumulated from years of living beyond his means. Adding insult to injury, Alex also has a car loan of $15,000, which he took out to afford transportation for work. And of course, he had other expenses like groceries, clothing, streaming services, and taxes, just to name a few. Every day, Alex grapples with the weight of his financial burden. Despite his hard work at McDonald's, he feels trapped by his low wages and overwhelming debt. He dreams of a better life, but doesn't know where to start. But Alex refuses to give up. He knows that with the right plan and determination, he can turn his life around. One day, he stumbles upon a YouTube channel called The Money Flash. What a coincidence. Where he learns a lot about finances and how money works. So of course, he liked and subscribed for more content. Too much? Nah, I think that's okay. He realized that no one ever taught him these things about personal finance. But he also realized something way more important. Suddenly, he didn't feel lost in life and could see a clear path as to where he wanted to go and how he wanted to do so. He started by outlining his financial situation. Like we heard in the intro, it wasn't the best, but he didn't care. He organized his debts by interest rate, so he could prioritize repaying the ones with the highest interest rates first. He also crafted a budget for himself, which he did with the help of the book The Richest Man in Babylon. In this book, he learned to allocate 70% of his income to all living expenses, whether basic or luxurious. For debt repayment, you want to dedicate 20% until you're debt-free. When you've achieved this, you can either add them to your living expenses, or what would have an even better effect is you could add the 20% to the remaining 10%, which are for saving and investing. Very important for this last category is you never want it to be less than 10%. Initially, this would act as an emergency fund for unexpected expenses, helping to prevent further debt. And later, this would be a constant money flow into the investment portfolio. Alex realized he needed to work harder to achieve this balance. However, he also discovered that there were many opportunities for better pay and career advancement around him that he had previously ignored. Once he acknowledged this, his coworkers and managers noticed a shift in his ambition and motivation. He was promoted and received an increase in his hourly wage, which accelerated his debt repayment. Additionally, by saving 10% of his income each month, he was able to cover unexpected costs like car repairs and avoided taking on more debt. Overall, he felt more secure financially, leading to greater happiness. Yet, Alex wanted to become a millionaire and recognized that achieving this goal would require more than just working and saving over a lifetime. But fortunately, he also learned from the YouTube channel that after establishing an emergency fund, you should start investing your money. Simply saving money beyond a certain point isn't as effective, so he began investing through eToro. Link in description. This platform proved to be an excellent way to kickstart his investment journey, thanks to its user-friendly interface and professionalism. He also discovered the importance of becoming an expert in a field to achieve millionaire status. While working at McDonald's, he focused on identifying his strengths and realized he was great great at coordinating and optimizing workflows. This was his skill, his talent, the one thing he could obsess about. Over the years, he developed this skill further and further, as he also took classes to expand his knowledge about it, and soon had a leading role at a great business where he made way more money than only a few years before at McDonald's. His debt became a thing of the past, and thanks to his consistent investment of 10% or more of his income every month, he built a robust stock portfolio yielding attractive dividends. He might not have become a millionaire yet, but he was on the right path. Unfortunately, you and Alex will have to learn that you will be tested on every path you take, especially if it's the right one. You can't always win. Sometimes you need to lose or fail to grow out of your comfort zone, and this will suck. You will question yourself, why did I do this in the first place? Or why didn't I do this? Whatever it will be. Learn from it, don't look back and regret. Be grateful you got the opportunity to have learned from your mistake. But let's see what happened to Alex. An old friend of Alex came to him one day. He told him about a new opportunity to invest his money with insane upside. It was a no-brainer, he told Alex. Everyone will use this product in a few years, he said, and after some more solid proof of his friend's investment opportunity, Alex was hooked. Even though he didn't understand most of the things his friend told him, he invested a large sum of his portfolio in this new thing. Maybe it was impatience, greed, or fear of missing out, maybe even all of the above, and at first everything seemed to go well. So his friend got him to invest even more money into it. He made returns that were too good to be true, but that was the problem. They were not. Alex invested in a huge scam and ultimately lost a big chunk of his hard-earned money. How could this happen to me? Alex thought. I knew this. Why did I give in to these emotions of fear of missing out and greed? These were the right questions, because he knew better than that. He learned about those kinds of opportunities and knew that it was a bad idea, but sometimes these things can get the better of you. At first, he was super pissed about it and angry at himself, but then he realized that it was better for him to learn this the hard way now than later in life when it might be 10 times or 100 times the money. So he set out to look for legitimate investment opportunities and get his lost money back as fast as possible. Alex's story is far from over. In fact, it's only just begun. Do you recognize a bit of yourself in Alex's story? If you're at a point in your life where you feel stuck, don't let it overwhelm you. Take action. You're old enough to stop complaining. Remember the quote from the movie Rocky, "There is no tomorrow." Start now by subscribing to this channel so you don't miss out on more personal finance tips. Comment below with "I'm starting now" and maybe elaborate on that as well. By doing so, you're committing to the change and have something to prove. There's no turning back, no more excuses. You've said it and made it public on this video. I encourage you to return in a week, a month, a year, 2 years, 5 years, and beyond to share your progress with the community. Let's support and learn from each other. Until the next one.